This is Mike Placentia. All right, Mike Placentia here, Cung Le's MMA. I'm here with MMA fighter, Mike Ortega. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Mike. Nice to see you.
So tell us a little bit about you. How many fights have you had? How long have you been fighting?
My name is, again, Mike Ortega. I'm from Eastside San Jose. Grew up on the streets over here. You know, grew up in the bad neighborhood, followed like everybody else did. Went to high school. That's when I really started my wrestling. I went from there. That's from my sports, actually. Really. I got into it. Right after high school, I didn't really follow through with MMA or any kind of thing. I just pretty much just ran with the wrong crowd, getting in trouble. So, you know, cutting that to the short point, I got, right when I got released, I ended up getting my life together. Again, I was sitting on the couch one day, and that's when I happened to see Cung Le just beat the crap out of Frank Shamrock. You know, he thought it was to the point where I actually jumped out of my seat, and right away looked on the computer. I found where Cung Le's at. I'm like, you know, I gotta get in. I gotta get back in. I gotta do something with my life. So, sure enough, I got in there. Within 3 months of training, they threw me in my first MMA fight. I ended up going 6 wins in a row. You know, that's when I let things get to my head a little bit and got my first loss. I ended up getting back in there, going another 6 wins. I ended up finishing my record at 12-2. And after that, I made my professional debut. And now that's my life. I've been training for the last 5 years. I take it very seriously. So I work full time, raise my family. I got a wife and kids. Then I come here every day, faithfully train for every night, all the way up to this gym closed, and then help mopping up, go home, wake up in the morning, do it all over again.
Sounds like we got a working hard man right here, guys. So you were explaining to me earlier, there's a lot of high profile people that come into the gym to train with Cung. That's some Hollywood actors. Tell us a little bit about who comes through here, man.
We had Ludacris come in here for the Fast and Furious. We've had Dan Henderson, when he came out here to fight Shogun, came and trained in here for a while. Matt Brown. One that faithfully comes in here all the time is Scott Sheely. If none of you guys really know, he's actually Matt Brown's head coach. He's the reason why Matt Brown is on that big win streak despite the loss against Robbie Lawler. Channing Tatum's another guy, excellent athlete. You wouldn't believe it just because he's in the movie, but if there was a guy to do MMA, you know, he would actually, I think he would do well. You know, he picks up quick. Cung's in here, works a lot with him when he's in here, though, of course. You know, he's not here every day, but, you know, they're pretty good friends. So we see guys like that a lot. There's plenty of pros in here, and along with the amateurs are on another level, if you ask me. I mean, through my events of fights, I've come across a lot of the amateurs in here that should be pro, but, you know, they haven't made that step yet.
Well, add Emilio Estevez to the list. He's here, y'all. So, how many years exactly have you been here, and have you ever thought of maybe cross-training at a different gym to get better?
When I started, I've been with Cung since the beginning until today. You know, I guess as a fighter, you go through those situations where you get fed by, like, basically managers. You know, that's the good thing about this gym. Cung is my manager. Me personally, though, I was fed a lot. I almost did, put it that way, because I didn't know the game too well. It was during my early years. But now that I'm more educated in how this game works out, I'll never leave Cung.
So if you had a chance to avenge Cung Le's loss to Michael Bisping right now, like, we're gonna give your ass $18,000 plus a $75,000 win bonus, would you do it?
I'd do it for free for Cung. And just speaking of that, if you look on my Twitter feed, I actually already called out Michael Bisping. I was willing to drop weight. I went from heavyweight as an amateur, dropped to light heavyweight for a professional, and I would even do it just to fight Michael Bisping. I'll go down to middleweight.
Damn.
I personally don't give a damn for that guy. Who does, though? I don't know. So
Your predictions when he fights against Luke Rockhold in the upcoming fight, who do you think?
It's going to be a good fight, but, you know, entertaining-wise, it's going to be a great fight. But he ain't going to take Luke. I train with Luke once in a while, and the guy got some vicious kicks. Those kicks are no jokes. If they land, they land. So I don't know if he's going to be ready for those, you know.
So does your wife or your mom cook some good home-cooked Mexican meals or what, man?
If I can get them to cook. So I cook my own meals, man. So my mother-in-law, she cooks some good-ass chicken soup. So, you know, I love grubbing in her food, man. And my wife's grandmother, they're my nutritionists. They feed me everything that I put my eyes on. You know, so my wife's too busy taking care of my family while I'm out doing my thing. You know, I got to be grateful for that. So there's no complaints on that. I do wish you could cook a little bit more, but hey, I gotta leave it right there. I'm not saying no more.
So what's your next fight, man? I know you got a broken hand right now, but when's your next fight?
Broken hand. I broke it last month, August 9th, fighting Marcel Fortuna. Nice fighter, man. I felt it went in my direction, but in the end, this took its toll on me, and I ended up losing the bout. But Dragon House was actually already hitting me up for my next fight in November. It was putting a rush on my healing. Well, it's not going to happen. So as far as I know, my managers are working on something for January. Not going to go any further than that, though. I know it's good. I just hope it falls out to my beneficial. So.
All right, man. Do you want to give any shout-outs to your sponsors or anybody in particular that's helped you in your fighting career?
Yes, quite a few people, especially Cung Le, one of the main guys that take care of us. Gary Robinson at Magnum Drywall, the CEO of that place. Nelson at Self-Define hooks me up on anything I need. And Mark at GFY Gear. They're top-level equipment. All our stuff sponsored by them. They take care of us. And far most is just you coming out here to take care of me doing this.
Right on, man. So how can people get a hold of you on social media, the Facebook, the Twitter, or Instagram?
You can, I'm a big fan of Instagram and Twitter. You can get me at M_Ortega205 for Instagram and Mike Ortega on Twitter. That's where I do all my communications.
All right, guys. Got all his info. This guy's coming up. He's down with Cung Le. Fight Mike is down with Michael Ortega. Mike, and we out.
Yeah, listen, Vivian. Hold on a sec. I got some kind of. You got a fucking problem, buddy?
Yeah, can you move?
Fuck, can't do it, man. Go fuck yourself.